Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I am going to be giving you a full review on the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I picked this up just a few days ago in the mall when I was there by the NYX store, and this retails for $14. A drop foundation, and you're supposed to apply it with the brush that they carry. I really didn't feel like spending money on the brush. I touched the quality of it. So let's go over a little bit about the product. I want to read to you exactly what it says here on the product website. So this says it can go from sheer to full. Your ideal coverage is just drops away with our new Total Control Drop Foundation. Fine-tune this velvety matte foundation with the included dropper, which I have to say is very true. It is a velvety matte foundation, but it's not super duper full coverage matte where you would just look completely flat. It does give you a little bit of give on the foundation, a little bit of a nice glow, but not an oily glow. I paid $14 for this. The shade that I got was Buff, and I feel it's just a little bit warmer than my actual skin tone, but I like that because I always feel that my face is lighter than the rest of my body. But I thought that this was a good match for me. I was excited to try this because I saw this, popping around on YouTube for a while because it's pretty new, and I wanted to really give it a go because, for a $14 price range, drugstore foundations, I mean, you can sometimes get discounts on them. There are a couple of drugstore foundations that I like. If you guys want to see my top drugstore foundations, please let me know. I will put together a review just to go over the ones that I like, but I figured let's give this a try because I hear so many different things about NYX. And I do like some of their products, but I want to see how this really does it for me. So let's get into the review and the demo. So I picked up the shade Buff, and I just wanted to tell all of you that the foundation brush that I saw there, I really wasn't in love with it. I didn't like the quality of it. So I feel like if you have other foundation brushes, go with those instead. So a similar one to the one that I saw, which was better quality, was the IT Cosmetics number 704 brush, because it was a flat top brush, the ones that the slanted one that they had in the store. I also like the Heavenly Luxe foundation brush from IT Cosmetics. So when I had seen them applying it, I noticed that they were putting it in the brush, and probably almost every single video that I saw with it putting on the brush, it was getting lost and it was streaky. So I'm not going to recommend doing that for you guys because I think that's just going to be pointless. But so it is a serum foundation, comes out like this. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and you guys could see that how it comes down like that. So I'll go with one dropper, and I'm just going to stipple it into the product like that, and I'm just going to start to buff it in. So right now I can tell you, really nice foundation. I mean, you get good coverage from this. This is definitely medium coverage. Wow, that blended in seamlessly with this brush. So as you can see, nothing on this side of my face, and then over here I have the foundation, even complexion. This is medium coverage. I see a little bit of breakout coming through right here. Let's go on to this side. So this looks really good. Even down my skin tone beautifully. So what I can tell right now is that it has almost like that matte, kind of like that Dior Nude Air serum finish. It almost feels like velvety a little bit, the texture. I do see a lot of gathering here on my nose. That's really bothering me. So far I'm happy with it. I feel like it blended on beautifully, like seamlessly into the skin, which was great. It definitely gives you a flawless coverage, but I want to see how it holds up because I'm a little concerned about how it looks here, the way it's holding onto the skin. That's bothering me a little bit. I hope that doesn't mean that it's going to separate as the day goes on. But I'm going to finish my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I can tell you is that this is actually a really nice foundation. So far, what I'm liking about it, it has a different consistency than the other foundations I have been trying out. It's a little bit more on the matte side, gives you an even finish. It has a little bit of that cashmere feel to it when it goes on, almost like that powdery, kind of like soft finish on a foundation. So I want to see how this holds up through the day. I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews about the foundation just to see how it is. Right now, looking in my mirror, from what I could tell, is that it's definitely matte and it definitely leaves a very even finish to the skin. I think that this would probably be better for more younger skin tones from what I'm telling right now, because immediately I can see that it's adhering to this little laugh line right here. I do have some collection going on right here in my nose. I don't know if it's because maybe I'm a little dry right now. Usually foundations don't do that initially when it first goes on, so that's bothering me a little bit right now. But I want to see how it stays on my skin all day. I put it on at 7:22. Right now it is 7:37. So I'm going to check back with you guys later on this afternoon, and then maybe one more time before I wash everything off, just to give you like a whole better idea on the foundation. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I am back. It is now 1:45. I've had the foundation on for more than 6 hours. I do feel that the coverage changed a little bit within the last few hours. At first it was very full and more of that like velvety matte texture. But what I'm noticing now is that it kind of blends into the skin a little bit more, and it starts to look a little bit more natural. I am getting a little bit of oils coming through, which is normal throughout the day when you are wearing foundations. I just do feel that this does settle into the fine lines and wrinkles a lot more, as you could tell here. I don't know if it's coming up in the camera, and here I see it a lot, very apparent immediately. But I think the coverage does get a little bit better as the day proceeds. I feel it just starts to look a little bit more natural. Also, at this point, I have to tell you, I do feel there's a lot of separation on the foundation, like right over here in this area. Typically, it's not something that I'm too concerned about, because I do feel that a lot of foundations do get movement throughout the day. So, you know, it is common in some foundations, but I just find that I'm noticing this way more than I typically would with other foundations. So that is really bothering me, and I also feel that it's kind of like attaching to certain parts of my skin. So I don't really know like how I feel about it. For those of you that like a little bit more coverage and you want it long lasting, I don't know if this is gonna do it for you right now. That's just how I feel. I do think that this is gonna be great for anyone in their 20s and younger. Once you start hitting 30s, I don't know, I just feel like this is going to stay and settle into fine lines and make them look a little bit more apparent than other foundations that I have tried.